Beth.
Police don't have a tag number of the suspect vehicle. They're now hoping that somebody on northbound 95 last night saw what happened and will call them. They need that information to track down the shooter. Police released these pictures of the victim's car. The sheriff's office says the victim, Stephen Simon, was driving when he was shot by another driver. The bullet went through his window and hit Simon in the head. This shooting happened last night around 10 o'clock on northbound 95 near mile marker 98. According to police, traffic was just getting up to speed after an accident when the suspect's vehicle passed the victim, slowed down, and that's when the driver opened fire. A passenger inside the victim's car told police the driver kept going north after the shooting. The suspect's car is described as a beige or champagne model car, or colored car, 1999 or 2000 model, possibly a Saturn. Police say the suspect is an older white man with white hair. The sheriff's office has requested video from highway cameras. They're hoping that video will give them some clues. Live here in Stewart, Elizabeth Harrington, WPTV News Channel 5.
Tonight we're hearing the 911 call from the only person with the victim when the shot was fired. 23-year-old Levin Salomon was a passenger in the car. Also in the recording, the victim himself. News Channel 5's Chris Stewart live in Fort Pierce with that cry for help. Chris?
We're here live outside of Lawnwood Regional Medical Center. This is where first responders brought the victim, Stephen Simon, after he had been shot. But before they got to him, the only person by his side was the woman in the passenger seat who waited on the line for nearly 15 minutes for help to arrive.
Yes, what is your emergency?
Levin Salomon's first call for help. The man driving the car she was in was shot in the head. She called 911 from where their car stopped on the side of I-95. Dispatchers first couldn't hear what she was saying.
I can't understand you. What mile marker are you at?
I don't know. I can't see where you're going with the voices.
About 3 minutes passed until they realized this was more than a crash.
The car cut us off and they shot at us.
They shot at you?
Levin telling them she got a good look at the gunman who sped away.
It was a small car. It was gold and it was a white guy with white hair.
As she called for help, Stephen Simon was going in and out of consciousness. 12 minutes into the call, help still hadn't arrived. Stephen, with a gunshot wound to the head, got on the phone.
Is he responding to you at all?
Yes. I am. I really need help right now.
Okay, we got him on the way to you.
Help arrived. Stephen rushed to Longwood Medical Center as the search started for someone now accused of letting frustration on the road turn violent. Now, as far as how Stephen is doing tonight, we have reached out to Lawnwood Regional Medical Center for an update on his condition, but we have not heard back. We're live here in Fort Pierce. Chris Stewart, WPTV News Channel 5.